Going into these final games, the situation was already decided. Because the league isn't loaded in this save, the sack was coming either before the fixtures or immediately after them. And with our rule of not applying for jobs while still under contract, there wasn't really anything to do except either play the matches, wait it out, or resign. At that point, I decided the only thing to do was play the games and hope for one last bit of serotonin from this team before moving on. Whilst we decided, the next game came up fast, but if we were going to wait for one last bit of joy from Belarus, it would have to be a little bit longer than that. A 3-0 loss, but our minds still not fully made up. The next game at least gave us something. It gave us a draw. One more point, and at this point we made our decision that we would stay to see out the remaining 2 games and finish off the season. But the board must have been listening, as straight after this game we were sacked. It wasn't even a little bit surprising, but it did seem a little unfair in the timing, coming after a very rare point for this team, but the outcome itself was inevitable. If anything, it just saved us the indignity of another resignation. But just like that, we were unemployed again. We jumped straight back into the job market to find our next step on the way to the top. After a lot of applications, Salisbury decided it only took them 2 days to decide we might be the man to take them from near the bottom of the table to mid-table security. And we happily interviewed for the opportunity. A few more days passed and we were given the opportunity to talk about a contract, also shown a brief overview of the financials and the board expectations for the coming half a season. With Salisbury being in our home country, and after a terrible spell in Belarus, we were happy to have the opportunity to manage a team that aren't relegation threatened. So, the negotiations did not take long at all. After swift negotiations, we were welcomed to Salisbury with open arms, which brings us to the next session. We haven't looked at the team, any tactics, any finances, nothing really. So at the beginning of the next video, we will be going into Salisbury completely blind and seeing where we can take them from here. Thank you for watching.